peel and stick wallpaper. It's super easy. Whenever you apply it, you can pull it off. It's just kind of like a 3M sticky pad Post-it note. Welcome to the Full Octane Garage. Today's episode is going to be on how to decorate an area that looks a little bland. And as you can see, the walls in this area look a little bland compared to the cool ceiling and the cool decorated all cedar walls. There's not a lot of wall space here, but there is some surface that just doesn't look like it has anything on it. So what we're going to do today is we found a nice peel and stick wallpaper that looks like brick. And so what we're going to do is we're going to make this whole area look like brick. And today we're going to show you how to do that. Now we did drywall in here, and I did the taping and mudding and all the drywall myself. And you'll notice if you get real close, the drywall is not perfect. And that's okay in these tapes and seams, because once you put this wallpaper on, the brick has a texture to it. Actually, it looks like it has a texture to it. When you go over the less than perfect seams, you really don't notice what's behind it. So I did not spend a lot of time on the taping and mudding. I did 2 runs at it, made it look smooth, got any high bumps off of it. And then what we're going to do is we're going to just run sheets of wallpaper through this whole area. And then what we're going to do is, in all of these areas around the windows, we're going to do cedar trim, and we're going to expose just a little bit of brick on this small seam. And on the big seam, we're going to have a big wide section of brick that we're going to be able to expose with about a 2-inch trim is what we're going to put on here. So we're going to try to see how much of this we can expose. Let's get right to it. The first thing we did was measure how wide the wallpaper is. And the wallpaper is about 20.5 inches. So then what I did was I laid out 20.5 inches along the wall just to see how it's going to match up. And I went through and marked 20.5 inches every section. And it looks like I need 9 sections of wallpaper to go along this edge. And I wanted to make sure that I didn't have any just little tiny areas. So this area is going to be almost about 18 inches wide. So the ending area will be large enough to where it's not just a small section that has a chance of peeling. Now what I need to do to get the brick pattern matched, I need to make sure that going down this way and measure out 20.5 inches all the way through, just to make sure that I'm not going to run into any issues down there. Okay, it would probably be a good idea to maybe invest into a self-leveling laser. They're about 60 bucks. Put them on a regular tripod. And as you can see, I have exact lines that I can hang the paper to. I'm going to do the first right-hand side and start in this corner and work my way across. The problem is I had a bunch of extra wallpaper in there, so I went ahead and pre-cut that with some extra, about 1 inch extra around. So as you can see, this is ready to start peeling from the top. We'll peel down about 12 inches, try to get it positioned, and then start working our way down the wall. Okay, the first piece is applied. We trimmed around the window. Down on the bottom, and actually down on the top, we're probably going to get some trim, so it's not real important that they're perfectly even. The corner's pretty close. It'll be interesting to see if it makes it without a piece of trim, but we're going to give it a shot. One other thing they don't really tell you about is this wallpaper has, it looks like shadows in some of the bricks. And I think it looks best with the shadows down because you would think that light is coming from the top. So that's what I elected to do. Now the pattern overlaps every 20 inches, I believe. So it's important to find the overlap in the next piece that you're going to put up so that the bricks actually line up and match and looks like it's a continuous brick. That's exactly what I did in the next row. I found a piece that matched up, cut it off, and now we're going to install it. Time-consuming part is cutting it, and cutting the top ones, and then the bottom ones kind of work their way in. Well, it looks like we're just about done with the wallpaper. It really turned out good. We got all the seams matching good in the corners. We were able to splice some pieces. We did run into one area where, because of the windows, it didn't quite match, so we had to do a little balancing act on it. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to trim around the windows. We're going to put 1x rough cut cedar on this side, and then we're going to have a 1-inch trim board. Actually, it's 1.5 inches on each side of this, so just a little bit of this brick will be exposed. But on the wide sections, you'll have quite a bit, because you're going to have basically 1/2 inch over this, maybe 1 inch. So it's looking good. Now we're going to trim it out, and this thing will look phenomenal. So it did take a lot longer than I thought. It probably took me a good solid day to do this. I spread it over a couple of days, but it was just a lot of cutting, a lot of blending, and a lot of lack of experience with this stuff, but it turned out great. I would highly recommend it. Okay, we've got the wallpaper up, we've got all the final trim in, and it looks fantastic. This is the finished product. What we did is we took some rough cut cedar, and as you can see, we made about 1.5 inch trim to go around here to fill the windows, left a little bit of brick exposed in between all of the windows. As you can see, the brick just turned out fantastic. I would highly recommend this paper. I got it at Home Depot. Home Depot sells it by the roll. I'll put the part number in here. We don't make anything on it. We just happen to have found it. It's a peel and stick wallpaper. It's super easy. Whenever you apply it, you can pull it off. It's just kind of like a 3M sticky pad. Post-it note where you can pull it off, reposition it. As long as you don't do it too many times, you don't wear the glue out. But the thing really did turn out nice. So if you like these kind of videos, don't forget to like and subscribe. Give us some feedback on what you think of this. We think it turned out really, really good. As you can see, the rest of the garage is getting mostly decorated, taking a little bit of time. We still got the wash bay and workshop in the far back. We still got a window to put in my office. We're going to put a probably about an 80-inch by 80-inch window in that office that's going to be all glass looking into the cars. And the other side will have this spectacular view of the valley. We have the entertaining area all set up. As you can see, the valley views are just incredible. And then way over on that wall, we got a brand new 75-inch color TV to hang. So we can't wait to get to that. So again, thanks for being with us at the Full Octane Garage. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Tell your friends all about us. Come back and see us often. And then as we can look across the street, there is the other Full Octane Garage.